very focused around mindset, certified, the high performance stuff, specifically for small businesses, because I want to help them take the small out of small business owners so they can step into like the CEO role. I started off originally doing a lot of work around money mindset, because that's where a lot of people are holding themselves back. So it's been a bit of a challenge to merge those two things, and making it sort of do the certified high performance stuff so that it's very tangible, but also I bring in a huge energy element. I do a lot of psychic and intuitive work. So I want to kind of wrap that all up, but ultimately help the small business owners to think and behave like CEOs. They can actually make the money that they want to make rather than continually to under earn. So that's where I've been at. So I did do all of the modules, Evan, I promise, in the course. But the one that you're going to be able to tell that I completely avoid is looking at the metrics, because at the moment I'm still doing everything on my own. So I've got a podcast channel, I've got the YouTube, I've got groups, I do one-to-one coaching, I've got online products. And so literally I do the YouTube, I get it up there, and I'm moving on to something else. So I don't do the analytics.
Got it. So let's take a quick look at your channel. Let me share screen here. All right, so this is it. Louise Cartwright, Your Rich Life, 168 subscribers. So we're building, we're growing. I like it. So early days of the channel. So we've got our uploads here. How are you picking the topics that you're creating content for here?
Good question.
Okay.
So I've tried, when I first went through the course, I did do a lot of sort of what you said. And then I sort of fell off the wagon somewhat with that. And realizing now that actually I need a whole content calendar for my entire content, not just YouTube, so that I can can repurpose. So more just in the last few weeks, I've been going and having a look on, looking on YouTube, looking at some of the people that are doing the things in my field already. So I love Brendan, I love Mel Robbins, I love Tony Robbins, just looking at their thumbnails and what's really hitting. I do the filter to see how many people are looking. I'm also really looking at Pinterest a lot. I've got a Pinterest channel and I'm finding that really helpful for content ideas. And then other things that I've done is sort of just taken aspects of the high performance coaching, like a module on clarity. And I started a series on that. And just really looking at what's working well, particularly on YouTube, and trying to do that, but I'm not doing it very well.
Well, no, hey, that's okay. It's what we're here. We're here to learn. We're here to get better. So let's see what some of your more popular videos are here.
Oh my God, some of those are so old, it's embarrassing.
What, this one?
Some of them are really old, aren't they?
Yeah, well, okay, so this is interesting. So first off, a lot of times we're so focused on creating new content that we don't realize that, hey, some of our library is actually leading to lots of results for us.
I've never done this. I've never looked at my old stuff.
Right. So your old stuff is likely going to be, because you've been making videos for a while now, your old stuff is going to be likely the content that will actually get the most views. Okay. This is why YouTube is so great, is that a video from 3 years ago is still likely going to be getting you views. Now, we're not looking at the back end analytics of your channel, but this is kind of the front end for what I can see, and just give you my quick thoughts on it. You're starting to have a consistent thumbnail design between this one. That's kind of like I don't know what colors we want to call this kind of yellowy versus the brownish yellow. Yeah. Definitely updating the thumbnails on the older videos. Yeah. So this one, I wouldn't even know that that's your video, Sacred Money Archetypes. Yeah. Same thing here. Repetition is the key to changing your life. And this one, I mean, most of these, I don't even know that they're your videos. Yeah. And so I would definitely be going back and updating your catalog. Yeah. Have you settled on a design that you like? You're still playing around with it?
So that colorway there with the gray, the gold, and the cream, that's what I've been using most consistently for about the last 2 months.
This one here, remove your money. This one.
Yeah, yeah. That's so I switch up between the gray, the cream, and the gold for the background, and then yeah.
Got it. Okay. You switch up because it's a different series or what?
No, just because it looks nice.
Okay, great. So what I would do, I like that you had this series here where you're coaching. Or is this a coaching series? This?
No.
Okay, so when you go to your homepage here, it says success coaching. So this is not coaching?
Right. Yeah, I don't. Maybe I did do that. I can't even remember what I did.
Okay.
So was that? I might as well be honest. Like I'm in the headlights now, right? So I might as well just say.
Yeah.
So is that a playlist that I've created then under that success coaching?
This is so this is your uploads.
Okay.
You have a playlist that you called success coaching.
Yeah.
And you put these videos in that playlist.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess that was one of the things I really wasn't quite sure. I know that obviously in the course you talk a lot about like the coaching, about the playlist and creating series and then finding out which ones are working, and then so if I was doing interviews, say if that didn't work, move on and do something else. Mm-hmm. But it's just something that I didn't do consistently because I didn't really know how to do it properly.
Well, for the coaching, the advantage is you know how to do coaching properly, right? Yeah. This is your business. You've done it for a while. You may not know how to make it a YouTube video yet, but your advantage is you know how to do coaching. So a lot of people who are just getting started struggle with coaching because they don't know how to answer some of the questions. Where whatever questions they're going to ask you inside your field, you'll know how to answer because you've seen it a million times, right? They're not asking you YouTube questions, right?
Yeah.
They're asking you about success and how to be a CEO and mindset and all these things.
Okay.
So are you still doing 3 videos per week?
I've dropped down to 2 just because I do 2 podcasts as well.
Okay. So what are the 2? Is it 2 just talking to camera? Is one of them a coaching? Is one of them a podcast? What's the
They've all been to camera for the last I'm going to say 8 weeks. And what I have been doing, I found myself like resisting sitting like here in front of the camera with the lights on because I like it and I can do the camera thing and it doesn't bother me. But actually, sometimes some of the best videos I feel like I do, like a lot of the recent ones, so these game-changing success habits, you can see how short they are, and they're little clips that I record when I'm out walking the dog.
Okay.
And because I will go out walking the dog every day, and my Facebook community and the girls that I've got in some of my programs, they've come back and they said, I love that they're short. I love that you're out walking the dog because that's what your energy is really like. We don't see you like that other in front of the camera type thing.
Yeah.
But I'm easy either way, but I haven't done interviews for a long time. And I was a little bit wary of, repurposing podcasts to YouTube, but that would allow me to go back up to my 3 or 4 a week because I record 2 podcasts as well.
What's the resistance to post the content on YouTube?
I suppose whether it looks right. Like I look at your little setup there and it looks the bomb, right? And if you were to see the crap hole that I'm sat in right now, because I've got all my papers everywhere, and I know I could set it up and I've got my little mic and all that, but I guess I want it to have the right energy, and I'm worried that maybe the energy won't come across properly.
Well, the energy is you, right? I mean, people don't watch. Yes, you can have a great background. We actually just painted that black and that red. This is slightly different than what I had before. And I'm always trying to tweak things. But your energy, like the background won't save you if your content sucks or if your energy sucks.
Yeah.
Your energy is coming from you, from the knowledge. Yeah. Like, why are people watching your channel? Because they're going to learn something. Mm-hmm. So even talking about energy, if you say that these videos here, where you're kind of walking around, I mean, there's no stabilization. You're bouncing, it's just
very true. Thank you for pointing that out.
Right. But you show up differently because you are outside and you've got your dog and this is part of your life. You're taking me into your life while still able to spread a great message. Right. I mean, it's just power lines in the background. I mean,
yeah, that's not the best view there.
Well, but like, it almost doesn't matter. I would, I like the idea of this series. I would probably invest in some kind of stabilization just so that it's not bouncing so much.
Okay.
But I like the idea of this series, and that's not gonna cost you much. Whether it's built into the phone or you just get a little mini Osmo or something to hold while you're walking, so it doesn't bounce as much, or just walk a little slower when you're filming too. I mean, that can.
I know, like it does actually sound sometimes like I'm heavy breathing, so I'm not sure that I'm going to get the right audience with that, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, it's when you find it, I love the idea of playing with new series, and then you experiment, and then you don't expect the first one to crush.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there was something there. I showed up differently. I had a different energy. I'm more in the flow when I'm outside. So then you just work on improvements. Okay, so next time I'm going to walk a little slower. I'm going to, make sure there's no wind outside. I'm going to try to get some stabilization. That's fine. I love the experiments to then see if we can turn this into a series. I would love for this to be a series. I think the longer, if you can get it to 10 minutes, it's better for YouTube. Mm-hmm. This is going to be hard to rank, and just take people and just tell another story. Okay. So if you're giving me game-changing success habits, like what's the success habit you're talking about here?
Okay.
Or like just as an example.
Just trying to think off the top of my head what that one is. So I had the morning routines. So dictating your day, then it was clarity, then it was bringing the energy to your day.
Perfect. So take morning routine. You could probably talk for 5 minutes on a morning routine easily.
Yeah.
But then just take me deeper. Your advantage is you've done this. You've helped so many people. You know what you're talking about. You've got a deep well of knowledge. Share that with me. Where other people, they might stop at 5 minutes because they've got nothing else to say.
Yeah.
You can give me tangible advice. So like, okay, here's like, how do I set up my morning routine now? What do I need to know? What's the first thing I need to do to actually create my morning routine? Tell me a story of your morning routine or a client's morning routine without sharing names and specifics. But tell me a story about how this has changed somebody else's life. Just go deeper into the topic to get to 10 minutes. And I've done this too. Like when I'm walking outside, I will slow my pace down. If I'm walking, I usually walk pretty fast. But then when I'm filming, it's like, okay, I don't want to be going. And you just hear, tons of noise behind too. Yeah. So if I'm walking, I'll slow down the pace as well. But then just think after your main point here, the two easiest things are give me tactical advice for what to do.
Yeah.
So how do I make my morning routine? What do I need to consider? What do I need to focus on? What time do I have to wake up? What are the first 3 things I need to think about? And give me specific homework that I can actually then feel like I can apply to my life and do right now. So, okay, today we're going to make an exercise so that tomorrow you have a great morning routine.
Okay.
Write down like whatever your steps are. You've done this, for a long time, so you know what you're doing, but whatever your methodology is, and or story.
Okay.
Your story, you used to have a terrible morning routine and then you switched it up and you added lemon juice in the morning and that changed your life, or meditation, or like whatever you're walking with the dog outside, like whatever the thing is that you can take me down the story and play with it. So either actionable advice and or story. If you mix them, now that's a 15-20 minute video.
Okay.
But at least 10 is what we want to aim for, because a 5-minute video is going to be hard to get ranked on YouTube.
Okay.
If you want to watch the full breakdown session and also get my course on how to grow your YouTube channel, check the link right here below me. I can't wait to see you in the program.